Once upon a time, there was a girl named Nina and her family. They went on a big boat trip, but their boat got stuck on a mysterious island. The island was very strange. It had crab whales, big blue whales that walked on long, skinny legs, copycats, birds that could talk just like people, invisible snakes, snakes that looked like clear glass. Nina and her family were a little scared, so they hopped on a rescue ship to go home. But oh no! They dropped their favorite treasure trunk on the island. Inside the trunk was a magic key. This key was very special because it kept the family safe. Nina knew that if the grumpy island monsters found the magic key and played with it, the island would cast a spell. The spell would make the family stay on the island forever and ever. Nina looked at the island and said, "We have to go back and get our trunk before the monsters find our magic key." Nina took a deep breath. She had to be as quiet as a little mouse. "Stay here," she whispered to her family. "I'm going to get our treasure trunk." Nina crawled through the tall, purple grass. Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. The sleepy monsters. She saw the big crab whales. They were fast asleep. They were snoring loudly, zish, zish. Their long, skinny legs were tucked in like giant spiders. Nina saw the copycat birds too. They were resting their heads under their wings. If Nina made even a tiny crunch on a leaf, the birds would wake up and start shouting. The big reach. There it was. The shiny black trunk was sitting right next to a sleeping monster's toe. Nina reached out her hand. Slowly, slowly, creak. The trunk made a tiny noise. One of the crab whales opened one big, sleepy eye. Nina froze. She stayed as still as a statue. The monster blinked, yawned a giant yawn, and went back to sleep. Phew! The great escape. Nina grabbed the handle of the trunk. It was heavy, but she was very strong. She dragged it back to her family's little boat. "We got it," Leo whispered, clapping his hands quietly. They hopped into their boat and zoomed away just as the sun started to come up. The magic key was safe in the trunk, and the family was finally going home, finally reached their real home. Nina gave the treasure trunk a big pat. "We made it," she cheered. Inside their cozy house, it was time for the best homecoming party ever. The party plan. The food. They didn't eat island seaweed anymore. They had giant stacks of fluffy pancakes with extra syrup and chocolate chips. The music. Instead of the noisy copycat birds, they played their favorite happy songs and danced in the living room. The decorations. Nina and Leo made colorful drawings of the crab whales, but they made them look silly with tiny hats so they weren't scary anymore. The secret spot. After the pancakes were all gone, Nina's dad helped her find a very safe place for the magic key. They didn't put it in a trunk this time. They hid it in a secret drawer that only Nina had the tiny silver key for. "Now the island monsters can never find it," Nina said with a big yawn. That night, Nina tucked her stuffed bear into bed. She wasn't worried about the weird creatures or the glass serpents anymore. She was warm, she was full of pancakes, and her whole family was safe at home. The end.